Retell just dropped a sick feature and I'm super excited because it was made upon my request. And it is an inbound webhook button. So stick around and I'm going to show you exactly why we would want to use this and what are the use cases. So let's just imagine it is middle of the day and customers are calling into your business and you want a specific response in regards to that. So I'm just going to call that. You can have a listen.
Hello, this is the daytime agent. How can I help?
Showing off that I'm calling the daytime agent.
Would you like to book an appointment for a massage therapy session today?
Just to showcase that to you guys. And now we're going to pretend that it is outside of business hours and it is now nighttime and someone's calling in.
Hello, this is the nighttime agent. How can I help?
Can't transfer me right now, right?
That's correct. I can't transfer you at the moment since we're outside of business hours.
Let's start off showing you guys the back end or how it decides which agent to pick. And this is my so-called backend. I'm just using make.com. We've got a webhook where this is equal to our webhook within this area right here. And what that means is as the call's coming in, it's going to send a signal to this URL. Make.com will receive that signal. It will then come into here. This module here will check the current time in our system. So let's say our business works from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So here, if it is 5 p.m., which it was when I was just calling just then, it will route this way here. And I'm giving it here the agent ID from Retell. We get this to go into our agents, and I've got two agents set up. I've got the night and then the day agent. The nighttime agent ID you grab from, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. You grab it from right here, you copy that. So it starts with AG and ends with 41. See, starts with AG and ends with 41. That's the ID. We paste that into here. And if we want the day agent, which is here, we copy this and we paste that into here and it will grab that agent instead. This is super powerful because you can have extremely specialized agents doing specific tasks depending on different use cases. So in this use case, we are calling a wellness studio and they are only open between 8 and 5 p.m. And so when a person calls during the daytime, we have a function called transfer call. During the day, this is fine because there's a person working at the reception that can actually take this call when it gets transferred. But if it's nighttime, we don't want to ping that same agent with the same tool. We want to make another agent where it doesn't have access to the transfer call tool anymore. We have now much more flexibility and control as the calls are coming in. Another cool use case would be, for instance, you've got a CRM, you're working with Zoho, got high level, or maybe you just got Airtable set up. And as the call is coming in, I'll show you, you can see the number that is coming in. So you can now grab this phone number, you can check against your CRM or whatever you're using. And if the person exists in your CRM, then you have an agent that will not have to ask for details anymore, or you will have another agent if that person doesn't exist in the CRM. You'll have another agent that will then be specifically prompted to gather the person's information. So whatever that may be, it might be the name, last name, the date of birth, and the postcode. Maybe that's what your CRM needs. And the way we do that is with this new feature called inbound call webhooks. Now you can have a read of it. It's basically what I was just explaining now. If we just read over it, the webhook will post the payload to your endpoint, which is when we make a call, inbound call. The webhook has a timeout of 10 seconds, and within 10 seconds, if there's no success, the webhook will be retired up to 3 times, retried up to 3 times. If it doesn't work, what I realize is it will then default to. So it will actually default to as if it was turned off. So it would ping the agent that you have set up in here, and it would use that instead. It's the same story as if this was completely empty and I had nothing happening right here. It would still ping that if it gets no result from our server, which is make.com in this case. In here, you can't really do the X retail signature headers because we're not using an SDK, we're not using any code, right? So what you can actually do is you can whitelist the IP address. So that's actually what I've done in my setup. So only retail can call into my webhook, and that makes it much more secure. So I'll just show you guys how to do that as well. So you'd click into your webhook and then click on edit right here. And you can throw in the IP. So this allows specific IPs to be making a call to this webhook. And if they are not this IP, then no one else can access this webhook. So this is the payload that gets sent to make.com. So I'll just show you guys how that looks like initially, and just so you guys can compare. So all this is exactly what we have in the documentation. I'll just have a look. So we've got the event call inbound agent ID from and then to number. Documentation, we have the event call inbound agent ID from number and then to number. It's this exact same setup, and the response that we want is this response. So it has to be exactly this response. We have to have the agent ID, and we can actually put in dynamic variables. So another cool thing with this setup is now, I'll show you if you guys noticed before, I had the current time being sent back to my agent in retail. Now it has access to the current time in my make.com account. So if you've got someone in your CRM, you can even have like your the name of the person that's calling in, and you can then get them to be pinged into your agent. So I'm actually going to show you now. So I'm going to have Bobby here, and we're going to call the daytime. Let's change that time to 2 p.m. Let's go back into the daytime agent. His name is name, and this variable has to match exactly the same thing that you have right here. So name and then name. All right. So let's just run that once. I'm going to call it, and I'm going to ask it if it knows my name. Is my name Bobby?
Yes, your name is Bobby. Would you like to schedule a massage appointment today?
So in this video, I'm going to leave this setup right here. So if you guys want to play around and just set this up yourself, I'm going to go through exactly how you are going to do that if you are going to start completely from scratch. So you're going to make a new scenario at make.com, go webhooks, custom webhook, click on add, call this retail inbound YouTube. Click on save, copy address to clipboard, come back into retail, and you want to go to the section where it says phone numbers. In the phone number section, this is where you will have to click on this button to change the webhook. Paste that in. Now it should save. That, and then you also import this blueprint that you just downloaded from Gumroad. Oops. And I'm just gonna have to change this to, just gonna have to change the webhook. There we go. And it should, all should be working for you, except you will have to come into, I might actually change it for you guys. So I'm going to have agent 1. So this would be the top agent, the one go on the top route. You'll paste the variable into there. Just going to map that for you guys. And then agent 2 will be the bottom route there. And what you'll have to do is come into your retail account. Let's say you've got the nighttime agent. You'll have to click this button right here and copy that. So you copy this, come back into your this make.com template, paste that number in, and then you'll do the same for your second agent or even third or fourth. That's very possible as well. You copy that, you paste that in, and then now you've got 2 different agents, and now you can assign them to these 2 routes. I'm going to put that as the bottom one. All right. And then you can also come into here and change so this has to be 0817 because that's how I'm formatting it. So let's say your business starts from 9 a.m. You'll have that as 09. And if your business, let's say, finishes at 2 p.m., you'll change that to 14. Okay, for now, I'm just going to keep it at 17 and 8, just so how you guys get it when you guys got it. Now, when it runs, now the last thing you got to do is come into and click on this button right here. It says immediately as data arrives. So you click on this, click on save. You've got your inbound webhook call set up. And within one number, you've got the power to call as many other agents as you'd like, depending on different use cases, scenarios, timestamps, CRMs, or any other kind of stuff that you want to build out for your clients. Thank you for watching. And again, if you want to learn more about this stuff, join our free school community, and hopefully I'll see you there.